Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 to my podcast. And today's topic is Are you worthy? And so I was thinking recently about unconditional love and my search for it as a child, as a teenager, and into my adulthood, and how it was just so hard to find. When I got sober, the biggest thing at the beginning was telling myself that I'm worthy of love. I felt like I was a reflection of what I got back. And so I felt like I put off a lot of anger into the universe. And as a result, I got that back a lot of times. And I just continued to beat myself up as a drinker. Um, and I felt like I deserved punishment for my behavior. It kept me in the loop. It kept me seeking solace in a bottle or a can of alcohol, and it wasn't a healthy thing. Um, I remember a long time ago telling my mom that I was looking for unconditional love. I spent my teenage years and into my 20s kind of a lonely guy. I remember having a lot of friends in elementary school, and in particular, one best friend of mine, or a real close friend of mine, having another kid move in sixth grade, and that friend of mine taking a liking to him and kind of leaving me in the dust, kind of thing. And I remember that kind of being the start of, geez, am I doing something wrong? I couldn't keep this friend, and I never got any clarity on that. And that kind of went on in through junior high and in high school. I still made friends and kept friends, but it was him and that other group of friends that I really kind of felt isolated from, and almost like I was shunned or became kind of an outcast. And in fact, that ended up being my favorite rap group, Outkast, and I wonder if that's why. But I felt like I just wasn't worthy of being friends with the people that I felt like I should be friends with. And so as a result, I kind of just closed off, and I'd have individual friends and that kind of thing, but I never had a group of friends again. But yeah, it was in my late 20s, mid to late 20s, when my grandfather passed away, and I decided um, I wanted to quit drinking. I wanted to see what life was like without alcohol, and I wanted to live a life that honored him. I looked up to him as somebody who I wanted to be like, and not having him around anymore kind of made me feel like he was looking down on me and kind of watching over me and watching me drink and struggle in my life. So I remember seeing my doctor that year and asking maybe if I needed to take some antidepressants and maybe quit drinking. And that was the first time I really opened up to a physician about how much I had been drinking. But it was around that time, 27 or 28 years old, where I started to venture out and date a little bit more. And so I was meeting people, I was meeting girls, and actually just kind of getting out there again. I kind of quit dating after I had broken up with my girlfriend. Had broken up with me when I was like 23 or 24, and I kind of just went into a shell for a few years, and it was a real lonely period of my life. But I really felt like it was something that I needed to go through to get to the other side. And so I kept faith through all that. I kept on praying, and I still had a relationship with God, and that is really, I think, ultimately what got me through. Um, but I kept good relationship with my best friend from elementary school, and we connected every couple of weeks. We'd talk every week or so and get just catch up on everything. And but I never really made a lot of friends, say, after high school. It just didn't really come naturally to me. But I felt like a lot of times I felt like alcohol was kind of a friend, you know. I felt like I was kind of unworthy of love anyway, so why not just drink and forget about that issue, you know? And I did that with pretty much everything in my life. I would just hide behind the drinking, and I really thought it was helping. I really felt good when I was just sitting there alone or at a party and drinking, and um, it really was something that just made me feel like I wasn't alone. And but it wasn't until I quit drinking in 2020 where I really started to question the role that feeling unworthy played in my life, and repeating that record over and over again for all those years, since elementary school, really, and just telling myself that I'm just not worthy, and I'll never find unconditional love. Someone always wants something from me, and so, but when I quit drinking, I found that telling myself that I was worthy of sobriety and worthy of a better life and worthy of love and self-love, more importantly, was the way to unconditional love. And it didn't come easy. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen in the weeks or even month into my sobriety. It took a good 3 months or so for me to really feel like, hey, I do feel like I'm worthy of a better life. And so, as a result of my sobriety and working on myself and kind of connecting the dots as to how I gain that perspective of feeling like I'm worthy, it really started to happen. I'd say 6 months after I was finally done with alcohol. About 6 months into my sobriety, when I finally said, you know, I forgive you. I forgive you for those mistakes you made. I didn't need to hear it from the people that I felt like I wronged, if that makes sense. I really just, it was internal, and I apologized enough to those people to know that they know how I feel. And so I didn't carry on those really bad feelings after I really kind of felt like I healed from the drinking. So if you're just newly sober, or you're thinking about quitting alcohol for whatever reason, if it's feeling unworthy of love, or unconditional love, or self-love, or any of those things, I do urge you to give it a try, and just see how it goes. And I don't just mean like having one drink or two, or trying to moderate or anything like that. I'm an advocate for, if you do have one or two or three, think about how you're feeling. But certainly, for me, it was just going without alcohol 100% for a period of time. And when I first quit, I was giving myself say a week. The week turned into, hey, I'll give it 30 days and see how I feel. And after 30 days, I thought, let's just go to 60, and from there 90, and from there 6 months, and from there a year, and from there 2 years and beyond. But it really just started at those little milestones. But really, it was when I got to the 30, I was like, this is way better. I feel like way better. And I'm able to like love myself and not turn to alcohol, turn to anything unhealthy for that matter. So wherever you are in this journey, do what you have to do to get off the alcohol, because I really do feel like it holds us back, even just a little bit. Can make us feel bad. So but wherever you are in your journey, just stick with it, and see how it goes. And I can guarantee you that you won't regret it. So have a great day, everybody. Take care.